Hello, Year 6. Welcome to another week of our home learning. It is our final week as our unit for our newspaper report. So we've done 3 weeks on it, or we will have by the end of this week. But we're going to start with our big read as ever. So our WALT for today is to write our own reading comprehension questions. So we've done lots of different reading comprehension questions already in the first 2 weeks of lockdown based around Who Let the Gods Out. But today is going to be your opportunity to write some of your own. And what I'll be looking for is that you're thinking about vocabulary choices, that you're thinking about character motivations and author motivations, and that you're showing an understanding of a good range of different reading comprehension questions. To be able to do that, we're going to have a bit of a look first at all the different types of reading comprehension question. So they are literal retrieval. They are the types of questions where the exact answer is actually in the text, and all you're requiring your answerer to do is to actually find that answer and just actually retrieve it from the text. An example of that might be something like, what is the name of the headmaster at Elliot's school? And the answer would be a nice, short, simple answer that literally just gives the name of the head teacher or the headmaster. Second type of question are vocabulary style questions. These are questions that require the answer, or the answerer, sorry, to think about the meaning of some of the words or to identify words based on their meaning. So that might be something like, what does the word such and such, whatever word it is, mean in the context of the text? Number 3, chronology questions. They're questions that make the answerer order when events occurred. So you get given a selection of statements or things from the text, and the person answering that then has to put them in the right order. There's normally 5 of them, and they have to then put them in order from 1 being the first thing to happen, 5 being the last thing to happen. Number 4, fact or opinion questions. So taking statements from the text and then making the answerer think about if the statement is a fact or if it is an opinion. And then finally, inference questions. Questions where the answerer needs to think about a character's feelings or motivations and provide evidence from the text. So these answers are entirely evidence-based. And we did those doing those inference sums. Evidence plus evidence equals inference. And that's what you would be looking for your answerer to do. So you're going to be writing the questions today. I'd like everybody to write at least 5 questions. And I'd like to see a bit of a range of different question types. You don't need to do all 5 different types, but I'd like to see a bit of a range of different types within your questions. You can do more than that, but what I will be doing is I will then be looking at your questions, and I'm going to be choosing 10 of my favorite questions, and then those 10 questions I will be sending out to all of you for tomorrow's big read. And tomorrow's big read, your job will be to answer the 10 questions that I choose, which have been set by your fellow Year 6 pupils. So what I need you to do for your piece of work today, I need you to write out, like I say, at least 5 questions from a range of different question types, but I also need you to say what the answer is for your questions. This is easy for the first 4 question types, but a little bit trickier for inference questions, but I'd like everyone to include at least 1 inference question in their questions. For that, I need you to explain what different answers you'd be expecting to get and what evidence you'd be hoping for the person to provide. Because then I can use that almost like a mark scheme for when the other people get to have a go at your questions. Remember, I'll be choosing the 10 best questions. If I choose your question, I will also be giving you 5 dojo points. So do make a real effort here. The chapter that you're going to be using to get these questions is chapter 5. Now, as far as I'm aware, everybody has got chapter 5 in their packs. But just in case something's happened to it, it's gone missing, it's been damaged in some way, or someone didn't actually have the copy of the text, I have put all of chapter 5 on this video. So I will finish talking to you in a moment, and when I do, I will then click through the full chapter 5. If you don't have it for whatever reason, you can then pause on each screen to read the chapter on the screen. But if you have got it, when I stop talking in a moment, you can then turn off the video, because other than that, I've not got anything else I'm going to be saying to you. I will just be going through the chapter. If you need the chapter, though, it is at least then there. Other than that, though, that is everything I've got to say to you for now. I'll be back with your English session later on, so I'll speak to you then. But for now, that is everything from me. Goodbye.